Hi guys, it's Stuart again here from SD Roberts Plastering and Wall Insulation. In this video today, I'm going to walk you through the full installation of a 22mm acoustic panel by Noise Stop. Okay, and we're going to be using this system on a stud wall. Noise transfer through stud walls are common. They're very thin, usually a 3x2 timber frame, which can cause nuisance sound transferring through between bedrooms. This is the product that we're going to be installing. Again, it's 22mm in thickness and it's a 4-layer system. We've got an acoustic plasterboard bonded to 2 layers of mass loaded vinyl plus a layer of closed cell foam. And you can see the product here. Very, very heavy product. And of course the selling point of this product compared to other thicker insulation products is of course the thin makeup of the product. Now, unlike thicker systems or independent reducto clip systems such as this image you can see here, where floor space will be compromised, we didn't have that opportunity due to space constraints from a radiator one side of the room and a built-in cupboard the other side of the bedroom, which is why we opted for the 22mm acoustic panel on this stud partition. And you can see that we start off by removing the skirting boards and marking out on the floor there in pencil the timber studs, which will usually be situated around every 16 inches. So the next step is to remove the power points and light switches from the surface. Now, there's normally enough slack on the cables to extend the power points through without needing to extend the cables, guys, and that's because again it's such a thin system at only 22mm. So now we need to mark out where these studs are on the product, and we've got a maximum span of 600mm. So anything more than that, we either need to reinforce the fixing with some grab adhesive or put additional fixings in. So we're just using a little bit of GB200, or you could use general purpose builder silicone just to carry any small overhangs, but make sure you get plenty of fixings, guys, into the timber studs, and the screws will have to be at least 60mm in depth. So we also need to obviously notch out for any skirting boards and trims, which I've done here, and to do that we use the multi-tool, guys. Always stagger your joints and make sure to use an acoustic sealant when jointing these panels. So you can use an AC50, for example, which is what we use. Okay, so all the plastering work is finished now, and we've finished installing the Noise Stop system. So again, we've got a 3-inch timber stud between these two bedrooms, between the bedroom the other side and this bedroom. There is some mineral wool insulation that I noticed, only 40mm in between the studs, but apart from that it was just a plasterboard each side. So there was a degree of sound insulation, but not enough to reduce the sound transfer between the bedrooms. So the issue this customer had was airborne sounds coming through between bedrooms. Okay, so to show you how this system works, I'm going to put the radio 2 on. Now this is only a small radio, but it can turn up relatively loud. So okay, so I'm going to put Bon Jovi on this side. Okay, and I'm going to walk around to the other side where the other bedroom is, to this side. Okay, and this is the other side of that bedroom. This is the other side of that wall. Now, although I can very faintly hear that radio, it is not disturbing this space at all. And of course That's turned up very loud. If you've got the TV on in there or the radio, you probably wouldn't have it that loud. This is the product. It's very, very heavy. They're over 30 kgs per panel. 15mm acoustic plasterboard, bonded to a layer of mass loaded vinyl. Then we've got a layer of acoustic foam, and then on the back another layer of very heavy mass loaded vinyl. Okay, so this is the product that's gone on. It's been fixed onto a timber frame. You can fix this directly to alcoves, to brick walls, screw fixed. You do need to make sure you get plenty of fixings in there, obviously due to the weight. So I just need to pin the skirting board back on now, and there are some noise reducing putty pads that will go in behind the back boxes, and that's just to try and reduce sound transfer where the sound insulation has been broken by the back box. So it's just to try and reduce it down a little bit, and then that will go back on with some longer socket screws, guys. I mean, I can hear the road noise more than I can hear any sound coming through this wall. I don't know whether you can actually hear anything apart from me rambling on. But I'll walk a bit closer to the wall. It's very, very quiet and very faint. Whereas before, it was literally as though you were in the next room. It's paper thin, as the customer described. You could hear everything coming through between bedrooms. And I'll just walk back around and show you again. The other side. I hope that gives you a good sort of real world demonstration for you on the noise stop system. I'll turn that down now because it's booming.
I was talking to somebody who said that I think it was...
So if you have dividing walls like this that are made of timber frame with not really anything in there to absorb the sounds, then the noise stop system could be for you. So if you'd like to arrange a free quotation, just hit the link below. That will take you through to our customer contact form, where you can show me a walkthrough of your wall or walls, and I'll come straight back to you with a cost estimate and availability to install the product for you. Thank you very much. See you on the next video.